Good day, everyone. Today, let's learn about one of the most essential systems in our body, the circulatory system. So before that, we have here a game called Guess Me. If you want to answer, just comment down your answer below or in the chat box. And if you have the correct answers and you are the one who got the correct answers, just claim your prize to us during our face-to-face classes. Are you all excited? Okay, we got you. So how about the first picture? Guess me. Just comment down your answers in the chat box. How about the second picture? Just comment down below. How about this third picture? Just also comment the correct answer below. How about this fourth picture? Just also comment down your correct answers below. How about the last one but not the least? Just also comment your answers below. And please note that you will just have one time to have the answers. So by the end of this discussion, you will be able to describe the functions and components of the circulatory system, including the roles of the blood, heart, and blood vessels. Second, appreciate the importance of the circular system in maintaining overall health and sustaining life. And 3, identify common diseases of the circulatory system. So we all know the circulatory system, also known as cardiovascular system. It serves as a transport network of the body. It consists of 3 main components, the heart, blood, and blood vessels. So the heart is the central pump of the system, responsible for moving blood throughout the body. It ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach every cell while also removing waste products, while the blood acts as the medium, carrying oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste. It plays a vital role in maintaining the balance required for the body to function properly. So later on, those 3 main components of the circulatory system will be elaborated by my co-presenter. So the function of the system are crucial for life, that it not only supplies the body with essential nutrients and gases, but also supports immunity and removes harmful waste. This makes the circular system indispensable for maintaining overall health. So now let's moving on to the elaboration of the main components of the circulatory system, which is the heart, and will be elaborated by my co-presenter, Ms. Wilmarie Branca.
Now, let's talk about the heart. The heart works as a pump to move the blood around the body. It has 4 chambers, the 2 atria or the upper chambers and the 2 ventricles or the lower chambers. In atria or the upper chambers, the right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from the body while the left atrium receives oxygenated blood from the lungs. In ventricles or the lower chambers, in the right ventricle, they pump deoxygenated blood to the lungs and the left ventricle pumps oxygenated blood to the body. We also have here the 2 types of valves. We have semilunar valve and the atrioventricular valve, which ensures blood flows in the correct directions. There are also major types of blood vessels. We have aorta, pulmonary artery, and the pulmonary veins, and vena cava. Now, let's get to know what really is the function of the heart. The heart, a remarkable muscular organ, is the lifeblood of our circulatory system. Its primary functions are generating blood pressure, routing blood, which heart separates pulmonary and systematic circulations, ensuring one-way blood flow, and regulates blood supply. These functions are essentials for life. Let's examine how blood flows through the heart. 1. The right atrium takes in blood carrying carbon dioxide. 2. Blood is squeezed down into the right ventricles and taken to the lungs where oxygen replaces carbon dioxide. 3. Oxygen carrying blood from the lungs enters the left atrium. 4. Blood is pumped into the left ventricle and starts its journey again throughout the body. And that's how blood flows through the heart.
So now that we know how the heart works, let's talk about the blood and the blood vessels that make this system complete. But before that, let me give you a little trivia. Did you know that if all the blood vessels in your body were laid end to end, they could wrap around the earth twice? That's how incredible your circulatory system is, and today we will learn more about it. So blood, it is a special fluid primarily contained within the blood vessels. So it is a unique fluid in our body that flows through our blood vessels. Also, ang blood is gina-deliver niya ang mga essential nutrients and oxygen sa atong cells. Gina-remove ang waste, meaning gina-carry away niya ang mga unwanted substances from the body cells. For example, after cells use oxygen, mag-produce man na sila og carbon dioxide as a waste product. And then, kaning blood is gina-pick up niya ng mga carbon dioxide o gina-transport niya padulong sa atong lungs, where ato dayon na siyang gina-breathe out. Sa kaning way, blood keeps our cells and body clean by removing what isn't needed and helps protect us from infections. So our blood has four main components. First is the red blood cells. So kaning red blood cells, these are like delivery trucks. They carry oxygen and nutrients to different parts of our body. And they also take waste products away to be cleaned out. Second is the white blood cells. So these are our body soldiers. They fight against diseases and protects us from infections. Next is the platelets. So platelets are like emergency repair workers. When we get a cut, platelets rush to the injury to help form a clot, stopping us from bleeding too much. And then there is the plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of our blood, kind of like a yellowish straw-colored soup. It helps the other blood components to float around and move through our blood vessels. And then moving forward to blood vessels. So, kanyang blood vessels, these are tubes or channels that carry blood throughout our body. And then there are three types of blood vessels. The first one is the arteries. So arteries have the thickest walls, strong enough to handle the high pressure of blood pumped by the heart. And by the way, the blood in arteries is bright red because it is rich in oxygen, and as it flows through veins, it turns dark red. And no, blood is never blue. It just looks that way under our skin because of how light interacts with it. Second is the capillaries. So these have the thinnest walls to allow substances like oxygen and sugars to pass through into or out of the blood. Capillaries assist in the exchange of substances between the blood and tissues. And lastly, the veins. So veins are like soft tubes that let blood flow back to the heart at a gentle pace. They also have one-way valves that prevent blood from flowing backward. So our blood vessels work tirelessly to keep us alive, stretching across such incredible lengths. This shows why we should take care of them by staying active and eating healthily. And remember, if your blood vessels can wrap around the earth twice, imagine how hard your heart works to pump blood through every single one of them.
So now, I'm going to discuss the disease of circulatory system. First is the coronary heart disease. It happened when the heart doesn't get enough oxygen-rich blood. So, the common symptoms of the coronary heart disease is the chest pain, fetal squeezing, pressure, heaviness, tightness, or pain sa imong heart. The next one is heart attack. Occurs when the artery that sends blood and oxygen to the heart is blocked. The fatty cholesterol is ga-build up siya over time. Mao dayon siya ang mag-form og plaque. Plaque is an infectious disease caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. Then, blood clot can be formed that will cause a heart attack. The common symptoms is the chest pain, a pain that spread in your body, cold sweat, fatigue, heartburn, dizziness, heart failure. This can be life-threatening. People are naay heart failure may need a heart transplant or a device to help the heart to pump blood. The common symptoms is chest pain, fainting, arrhythmia. It is an irregular heartbeat. The symptoms of this is fluttering, pounding chest, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, anxiety, very tired, and the next disease is the Raynaud's disease. Finger and toes gets numb and cold in response to cold temperatures or stress. Women are more likely than the men to have this disease. The symptoms are cold finger and toes, numb, freaky feeling. Aneurysm. The disease aneurysm, if the brain aneurysm leak or ruptures, it causes bleeding in the brain. The symptoms of this is stiff neck, vomiting, blurred vision, sensitivity of light, and seizure. The next disease is the cardiopathy, causes the heart to have a harder time to pump blood to the rest of the body. The causes can lead to serious heart conditions, shortness of breath, chest pain, swelling, bloating stomach, cough while lying down, and fatigue. Next disease is rheumatic heart disease. It will occur at any age. This is an inflammatory disease that can affect many connective tissue, especially in the heart, joints, skin, or brain. The common symptoms are the fever, swollen joints, lumps under the skin, shortness of breath, uncontrolled movements, and weakness. Congenital heart defect. It present at birth problems with heart. It can change the way blood flows through the heart. And that's all. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, the circulatory system is a complex yet efficient network that sustains life. However, it's important to keep it healthy by maintaining a balanced diet, exercising regularly, and avoiding harmful habits. Thank you for taking the time to learn about this incredible system. See you again next time.